Okay, hi guys. I'm been. Whoa, no. I'm Mish's little sister, and
You guys all know that I'm also Mish's little sister.
so we put something together for our new sibling and our sister. Forewarning, we are not anyway musically inclined at all, so here it goes.
Yeah, this is a full disclaimer. We don't sing, none of that.
All right, hit it, Ryan. Now this is a story all about how their lives got flipped upside down. Like to take a minute and get right down. We'll tell you how the bride and groom became the first pair. City of Toronto, not born but raised, two geeks like our know most of their days. Chillin', sipping classes for coffee all cold, and eating some country style just outside of school. Then a couple of tries because it's so good. Dad started saying we might move out of the neighborhood. All of a sudden, Dad got the job and said we're moving without Didi to Cali. Sob.
Arupa, why sob?
It's just that I feel like since Didi is so much older than me, I feel like I've spent my entire life saying goodbye to her. It's like I went to first grade and she went to university, and it was always me counting down the days until she would come home. And it didn't make it any better when we moved to California and I had to be in a whole nother country on a different coast from her. But of course, now she lives in New York, and I'm very excited about that. I do remember that whenever she would come home and visit, I'd follow her everywhere. I'd insist on sleeping with her. I was basically obsessed with her. Like, no one else was allowed to hang out with her but me. I'd follow her pretty much everywhere to the bathroom. I'd wait outside the door until she would get out and spend every moment that I could with her. So yeah, that was a bit creepy, but she was mine, of course. Then all of a sudden she was like, yeah, Arupa, I'm engaged. And I was like, what do you mean? I have to share you with another person? Like, what is this? I don't understand. And so I remember my first memory after the engagement party in California, we all went to the Griffith Observatory with just cousins and me and my sisters. And we got out of the car and I was super excited because I always held Phoebe's hand everywhere we went. And Binoche gets out of the car and I'm about to hold her hand, and there he goes, swoop, and he takes her hand. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just stand here, like that's fine. And so I looked at Tiny and I was like, okay, I guess I'll hold your hand. Like, I guess you'll have to do for this one time. Anyways, but I'm super glad you guys live in New York now. I'm okay with sharing her now because that means you can take me to Times Square many times and we can go out to New York. Hit it, Ryan. Hey there, Didi, what's it like in New York City? We're finally not 1,000 miles tonight. You look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can shine as bright as you. Binoche says it's true. Hey there, Didi, don't you worry about the distance. We'll be right there in an instant, 'cause you've always been consistent, yes you have. Thanks for always making us laugh every time you rap. Oh, it's what you do. Being now you're part of the crew.
So, Binoche, remember the time you saved me from a fire at your engagement party? This happened. So I know a few people were here during the engagement party, but what had happened was I was trying to handle the music up front, and the engagement party was hosted in our backyard. And so I was pretty close to this gas heater, and all of a sudden, someone yells, "Tiny, you're on fire!" And I'm like, on fire? What? So I turn around, and I'm wearing this sari, and this other part of my sari catches on fire. And so I was like strangely calm, and I'm like thinking if I stop, drop, and roll right now, I'm gonna roll right into that gas heater and I'd be done. And Binoche was the first person to take action and take that fire out completely. And when he was retelling this story to me, he was like, yeah, I saw the horrified expression on your sister's face. I've never seen a more horrified expression, and I knew I had to go save you. It was at that moment I actually knew. I've known Vinoj for quite a few years now, but I knew from that moment on he would be looking out for my sister's every happiness, for her every concern, because there was this girl that was burning on fire, like the sari, but he had looked at my sister's first for his cue. And so, Vinoj, I hope that I know you're going to take care of my sister as phenomenally as she has taken care of us. Literally, my mom trusted my sister to babysit me when she was 6 and I was 2. We stayed in an apartment in Taiwan. And she would just leave us there. My sister, from then on, just took care of me all the time. And so I wish you two all the best. Thank you so much.
Speaking of the engagement party, I remember when you guys first showed up that day for the engagement party, and I was like, all right, like my sister is engaged, like this is the first time like I'm seeing Vinoj since he officially proposed in New York City. And I remember his like family showing up, and like Tiny and I were talking about it, and we were like, wow, like we have all this new family. And I remember it being really surreal, like because we don't have many cousins and stuff, like blood cousins and relatives that live out here. So it's really nice having new family, and I really like enjoy having Vinoj as an older brother, and I'm glad it's official, so thank you so much. And like these past couple of years were really junior and senior year of high school, I was applying to college, and my sisters were really busy. Didi was in residency, and so Didi was in law school, and I needed help with my college apps, and Vinoj really came through. Like it was an entire week of sleepless nights for him. Like he would be at work calling me, helping me edit these college essays, and like I really appreciate that, and like thank you for being there for me, and like I'm really glad that I have you as an older brother. We were both young when we first saw you. Close our eyes and the flashback stars were playing there on the balcony of Secord Air. Now we see the lights, see the party, the saris, see the Sivas and the other Garis. Come on, let's dance. Please give us a chance. Vinoj, good luck with our sisterly ways. Stuck like glue for the rest of your days. And we'll try really hard not to drive you too insane. And we say, Dada and Didi, we wish you the best of times. And we send you all our love. But we're so happy that you found each other. And thank God we finally have a brother.